This is arguably the best Indian horror film.
And the plot twist, it's like, snap. And it's aged well.
That's not just a movie, that's art.
But then it's a very, very good thriller, and you just can't guess what's going to happen.
That, for me, is the peak of commercial cinema.
I think that if you are a parent of a newborn, you should be forced to watch this film.
Welcome to the Pan India project. My name is Rohan, aka the Indian Cinema Junkie. And to kickstart 2026, what better way than to make a list of 101 must-watch Indian movies before you die. Now, in the studio, Charles and Sowmya are here to join me. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, back again. Looking
Yes.
forward to it.
101 Indian movies.
Yes, very excited for this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's been a lot of debate as well.
Yes,
of what
making the
include in
list.
the
I
list.
tell you that now.
And this debate is never going to stop.
No.
Sowmya, do you want to start the list?
Yeah, sure. So my first movie, in no particular order, by the
Yes,
way.
it's not like best, worst, nothing
yeah,
like that.
is Drishyam.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, the Malayalam. Just to confirm again, is the Malayalam Drishyam.
I don't think you need to confirm that.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully,
Everybody knows now.
yeah. I mean, it's 2025, right?
Yes, so that's the one for me. Both the first and second, and looking forward to the third, which will also be on the list.
Number 2, Brahmi Algam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
beautiful.
is arguably I know people shout at me, but I'm going to say this is arguably the best Indian horror film.
Yeah,
I agree, actually.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I don't think everybody will.
But I think
it
Rahul,
is.
Rahul study version's filmography from Bhutakalam, then Brahmayugam, then Diya, right? Phenomenal.
Yes.
At that horror genre.
Yeah.
The third film on the list, Kumbalangi Nights. I mean, I don't need to explain this
Hands
one.
down,
I mean, one of the best Malayalam films. That, I don't know if you lot remember, that whole barber scene when they go visit. And that blade's there with next to Shane Nigam's neck.
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my seat for
Yeah.
that. Honestly, like that villain, Fahad Fastwell in that villain.
It's
arc.
just about the perfect drama.
Yeah, and it's not even just the villain arc. I think the whole wholesome moment, like, you know, it's just such a wholesome film. The brotherhood in that film was perfect.
Yeah, agreed. The next movie on the list for me is Talapati.
Yeah, Rajnikant.
Yes, I mean, not for
Wow.
Rajnikant, but yeah, for Mani Ratnam and for the music. Ilayaraja has done an amazing score for the movie, and I think it's just the entire thing between Rajnikant and Mammootty. I think it's just like a cult classic.
It re-released
friend.
this year as
Yes,
well.
it did. And I think that movie was just absolutely amazing. The cinematography, everything about the movie is just really, really good.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, number 5. Oh, God, it's a difficult one. It had to be on the list. It's got to be on the list. It's Sardar Udham. Why it's difficult for me is, like, even though I'm now an Indian citizen, I am still a Britisher. And if there's ever going to be a film
the divide.
to shame a Britisher, it is Sardar Udham. But it is I think, like, from a Britisher's point of view, it is vitally important because this is a chapter of history that is not
Taught in schools, yes.
I knew, I was aware of a couple of incidents, but I was not aware of this,
Okay, interesting.
and I was truly shamed by the end of that film. For that reason, it is for a Western audience, it is vital. It is essential viewing. Plus the fact that Vicky Kaushal,
He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing.
I don't think you could have cast a more perfect person in that role.
The next film is So this is like what, 1990? Like, this was old school gangster film with Dr. Shiva Rajkumar. Now, I don't know if has anyone seen it yet.
No, I don't think so.
But I think just the way the gangster film was done then, like, you were made to not like him from the beginning, but when you learn about the story and stuff and the plot twist, it's like snap. And it's aged well. That's, I think, one thing which is key for these old films, like, it's aged well. So it's definitely one. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that they did, like, Upendra, who directed it, use real life gangsters for the film. So obviously that's going to just add that little bit.
Yeah. The next on the list for me would be Anbe Shivam, which is Kamal Haasan's movie. And I think Kamal Haasan and Madhavan is there in this movie as well. And I think that movie is absolutely brilliant in terms of in terms of how the movie has been taken and how the kind of like the storytelling as well. I think it's just brilliant. And Kamal Haasan, he's just
Is he your favorite?
he's
Yeah.
absolute favorite, like absolute favorite. And I think like I don't think anyone can do what he does. He's just a class apart. And I think that movie, I think something that if both of you haven't watched, definitely have to watch.
Yeah, I mean, this is why this list is just magical for me, is because
Yeah.
there's quite a few that I'm yet to see. I'm still playing catch up.
Yeah, I mean, we are, even I am.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just one industry now, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
media
it's-
cinema
it
as
is.
a whole.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Number 8, Super Deluxe, which is one of the very first Indian films that I ever saw.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and at this point, I was still under the impression that it's Bollywood. You know, why am I watching singing and dancing, blah blah blah, 3 hours long, boy loves girl, can't be bothered.
Yeah.
And then I watched Super Deluxe, and I was like, oh, that's not just a movie, that's art.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
And even the casting for the movie, absolutely brilliant.
yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
I mean, at this point, I knew nobody.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I do now.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was like, right, I expected nothing, and Super Deluxe delivered pretty much everything.
Yeah.
The next one, well, it's a double bill because it's a sequel. KGF 1, KGF 2. Now, KGF 1 is my favourite film of all time, currently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because do you know what? But it was quite funny. The first time I watched it was in Hindi dub, so it was a bit the dubbing, obviously.
Yeah.
But then when I rewatched it, and I think it's that whole connection between the way they connected the mum and son that kind of gave Yash the platform to exceed now. And I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but when you watch the Hindi dub and the Kannada original, the song, that item song, is different.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
one's, I think the Kannada one's got Tamanna, Hindi one's got Muni Roy. It's a completely different song.
Oh, right.
But I think just that film and the story it told, the ending, just the whole mass of it was like perfect for me.
But the way that film is constructed and presented on screen is
Yeah,
stunning.
and the way they crafted that whole gold field and
Yeah.
just all of everything about it.
I mean, if ever you were going to be presented with a world that you do not want to find yourself living in,
I'm going the other way.
yeah, God, yeah, incredible movie.
Lovely. Number 10 on the list for me is, again, Kamal Haasan and Mani Ratnam, my two absolute favorite people in the cinema industry, Nayagan. And I think his acting is just, again, absolutely mind-blowing. And I think the whole, again, gangster kind of like movie and, you know, things like that set in Mumbai, Bombay and, you know, all of that. I think it's just very good. And I think during that time, like even the music
That song at the beginning was like
is
so
just
wholesome.
so good. And yeah, I think it's that. And number 11 on my list again is Kamal Haasan.
How many Kamal films have we had already?
No, the
It's
Kamal
almost
Haasan
as if you're
classic.
a Kamal Haasan fan.
Super fan.
Oh. Is Virumandi, which again is my absolute favorite. And I think that form of storytelling is very different. It was very refreshing. And I don't think we have a lot of movies, at least I am not aware of the movies. It's one single story, but then it's told from the point of view of the protagonist and the point of view from the antagonist. And
that's
then
nice,
it's
yeah.
up to
Love
us as the
movies that do
audience
that
to
kind
try
of
and
thing.
like figure out, okay, who's right and who's wrong. Because
Yeah.
from the protagonist's side, it seems like he is right.
Yeah.
From the antagonist side as well, when he explains his side of the story, he is also right.
So there's a
So
lot
it's
of
like,
both
okay, so who is the
in that
protagonist
film
and
then.
who's the antagonist?
Yeah.
So it's
Also,
just so interesting.
That's probably a hard line to touch when you're making a film. because
Exactly.
You will know automatically who the bad guys and the good guys.
Correct,
But if
correct.
the way you're describing
Is
it,
yeah, so that's
Yeah,
why it's
yeah.
like so good, and you know, just seeing like if you put like both sides of the story in parallel and you watch it, there is no way where you can find a continuity error or anything in the screenplay, which it just blows my mind of like how they got it exactly right, and that is done by none other than Kamal Haasan. So it's his movie, so it's just absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Number 12, right. This is when I suddenly realised if I'm going to watch Indian movies. If I'm
Yeah.
really going to get Indian movies, I'm really going to learn how to pronounce the titles of them. And,
Well done.
And this one was like a struggle for me. I was like, right, I still have to read it. It's like,
Right.
Andardun.
Andardun,
Andardun,
yes.
right. And the story is about a blind man
Yeah.
who witnesses a murder.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it
But
at
is he blind?
that. Well, yeah.
Did the murder actually happen? Who murdered whom? Yeah.
The only other thing I'll say about this film is I fell a little bit in love with Radhika Apte at that point.
She is
she's just
brilliant.
beautiful.
She's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant.
And Ayushman. He's great as well.
He is. He is.
Okay, the next film is another commercial film for me. I'm putting the mask and the commercial stuff into this list.
Oh,
The mask is in this list
oh,
because of me.
Rohan. Yeah.
But it's Race Gora. Now, that for me is the peak of commercial cinema. You know, two brothers don't really like each other. It's so relatable as well. Like bickering, then you know them arguing. You want to always be the better person, and then it's obviously how that relationship changes. The Allu Arjun scene where he's just like gets mad was perfect, and I think it does have the best cameo in Indian cinema by Brahmadam as a policeman. But
Oh my God.
Oh.
He is. Brahmanandam is. He's a very good actor.
he's the king of comedy for me.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
watching, it's all his facial expressions, it's his style. He comes in this movie and he's just like starts speaking, and then there's a scene of him coming in a car driving, and it's like a hero does that, but not him. Shoots, and it's like, oh my God, honestly, like commercial cinema. If people love that, that's like at the top.
The next one is. This is again bringing a Hindi one now. Yes, and away from Kamal Haasan and Mani Ratnam.
And all the Malayalam films.
Surprise for you.
Surprise, yeah. Is
The Kamal one.
No. Is Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara.
Okay.
And I think that movie was so refreshing. It was so refreshing from all of the other Bollywood movies that, you know, usually come out and stuff. This was just like, it just made me want to travel more. It made me
Yeah.
want to like, just like, you know, live life to the fullest kind of a thing. I think that was absolutely brilliant. And Zoya Akhtar, she's an amazing director. And it's just brilliant. Casting was absolutely lovely. And the storyline for each of the characters, they had like a different storyline. It wasn't just like one person is the hero of the movie. It was all three of them.
No,
The
it was,
comedy was so
kind of
good.
like
the pink phone. Does anyone
The
remember
pink
the
phone,
little
yes.
phone? He chucks the phone out. That's your new phone.
Yeah, and I mean, like the comedy, like with Hrithik Roshan, and then like the others as well. You know, it's just, I mean, it was just a very wholesome movie.
I think kind of like it started to introduce the outside world.
Yeah.
Indian
Did
cinema.
it not boost tourism in Spain or something as well? Or like whatever. Like,
Could have, probably could have.
Well, Indian tourism.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
Spain, yeah. Then coupled with Queen.
Queen, oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
the tourism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I hated.
Oh, that's why it's not on the list, right?
Yeah, that's why it's not on the list. That's for that's for a different podcast.
We'll have a
yeah.
separate conversation
Yeah.
on
Here we go. This is where the list gets a little bit.
Oh no, isn't it really? Yeah. Right. Well, I'm going to bring things back down to earth now. It's like, so I started watching films. My earliest memory is like when I was about 4 or 5, and I was watching Hollywood movies mainly then. And in virtually all of that time, I've cried at 3, 4 films, maybe E.T. And then I started watching Indian films, and I don't think I've ever cried so much. So I wanted to throw a tearjerker into the list, and it was difficult to single one out, but I have done, and I've gone with The Sky is Pink. It's just
heartbreaking.
It's just
Yes,
absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And if you want a bloody good cry, watch The Sky is Pink.
Yeah.
I think another film that will touch your hearts, probably if you're a student, which is next film on the list, Three Idiots. I mean, it had to be on the list. So do you know what? When we were discussing what films were on the list, when I mentioned this, both of you did not have this on the list. And for me, it's like probably the best Hindi film made, I think. And at that time, it was definitely ahead of its time, back in 2008. I think just everything about that film. I mean, maybe because I was a kid back then as well. So, and that Rotley scene when they were making,
Yeah.
that's one scene I can never forget. Like
Yeah.
that's been programmed into my head when it's the eczema and
Oh my
honestly,
God.
the whole film is like a memory at this
Yeah.
point.
But this is why the list is so difficult.
Yeah.
There have been so many times, like when you two have like listed your films, and I've gone, "Oh yeah," and Three Idiots was one of the, "Oh yeah,"
Yeah, that
films for me. Forgot about. How did I forget about that?
Honestly, yeah.
So
Yeah,
difficult.
no, I mean, no, Three Idiots definitely didn't work for me, but it was okay. The next movie on my list is Home. It's a Malayalam movie, coming back to Malayalam now. And I think that was a very, very wholesome movie. I think the characters were like so real, and the storyline as well. I think that was something that got me a little emotional, like watching Home. I think that was very nice. And I got to see Nazlin. I think that in that movie, I think like I started becoming his fan. I was like, okay, he's good.
Yeah.
He's kind of good. So I think
#home.
#home.
This is a Rani Mukherjee film. A lot of mine is Hindi.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are going to be upset about that. But sorry.
What's that thing in Houseful 3? And it's like Akshay Kumar gets possessed every time you say India.
India.
Yeah, I'm a little bit like that. Yeah. But this is a Rani Mukherjee film, Hijki. It's a true story.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Actually.
The way she did the whole, like,
That's
is
a
it
good
Tourette's, right? Or,
Yeah,
she did it.
So she essentially she attempts to become a teacher while suffering with Tourette's.
Yeah.
And it's full-blown Tourette's with tics, like she's always
Yeah.
doing
The
it.
way it felt
Just
so real
very
in
good.
that film.
I mean,
Again,
like Rani Mukherjee, I think she's like one of those actors who can kind of like make it believable that okay, fine, this character has something, has
Utterly
an
convincing,
issue.
yeah.
Even
I
with
think
Black as well.
if you met her, you would expect her at some point just to go start ticking and stuff.
that
Like
was-
that.
Yeah.
And one of her Tourette's outbursts would be to say what, and if the wife shouts me in the house now, or if I shout her, we now just automatically answer with what. It's just become it's ingrained in us now. So it's just it's a beautiful true story.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine anybody getting to the end of that film and going rubbish.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Somebody will. Yeah.
Well, we're going with another Hindi one again. Your face says it all. Bajrangi Bhaijaan. Now, it's just someone's best film I think I've seen.
No, guys, don't.
Nope.
I've got to agree.
Thank you.
But I will.
Agreeing with me or him?
I've got to agree with.
Oh no! Come
with
on,
Rohan.
Charles.
But I will have to underline that with the fact that it is still the best of a bad bunch.
Valid, but it was. I don't know. I think it was emotional towards the end and stuff. Just the whole journey he did, and after that, he's not done a film as good as that. Like, I think
that's true.
There is
No,
one
that's
of
definitely
Bollywood's
true.
best films from what 2000s, like or like 2020 or like 2010s.
Questionable.
I think if you know nothing of Indian cinema though, and if you know nothing of Salman Khan, and you watch that film, I think you would enjoy it.
And the daughter.
It's kind of, it's just an entertaining film. So I think it's
think it was
worthy of the
listenable.
list, but we will mention Salman Khan no more.
Well, we're going back to you again.
Thank you.
I wonder what actors in the next film, guys.
Yeah. It's Kamal Haasan. And it's Vikram. It's the new one that came out. I think that was Kamal Haasan's like after kind of like all of the movies that he'd had like previously, like Vishwarupam 2 and all of that stuff. I think Vikram was kind of like a breath of fresh air. I was like,
and the intermission scene.
oh, the intermission scene. Oh my god, that was like absolutely lovely. And I think also the casting as well in the entire thing, like with Fahad Fazil, he did an amazing job.
Yeah.
And then Vijay Sethupathi, and it's like just like
And Rolex.
And I think it's just like the entire kind of like the like how he sort of like brought everything together, like with Lokesh Kanagaraj, and he wasn't like a very like super famous director at that time. Like he'd had like a few movies in the bank, which everything did really well. And this with Kamal Haasan, I think is is like really good. I think he's like this Quentin Tarantino. Like he's told about himself that he's like Quentin Tarantino, and he just wants to make 10 films and
then
retire
quit,
and
yeah.
then quit, which I think is great.
Well, he's nearly, how many he's
It's
done?
great.
Look, he's done about 5, 6. Well, the next one is another LCU film,
Yeah,
Kaiti.
Kaidi,
The first
great.
one of
Yeah,
the LCU.
yeah.
Like, honestly, what a film. I don't know where to begin. I mean, I
Yeah.
even like Napoleon, the character he was such a
Yeah,
good character.
and I think like even with all of the BGM as well, right? Like it just
and the
it
end,
was-
what was the ending? Oh yeah, with the machine.
Which,
that-
yeah.
Like that's quite iconic. Like,
Yeah, that was really good.
yeah.
It's on my to-watch list, I'm afraid.
Yes.
No, definitely
you
watch-
have
you
to,
like
have to
it.
watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it. Watch
I mean,
it.
and what?
Tonight.
Let's play a game. What do you think Bollywood did with that film? Remade it.
Did they?
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
And next question:
Yeah.
Who was the actor involved?
Oh no, I don't want to. What? Are you serious?
Yeah,
Ajay
it was,
Devgan?
it was called Bola. That's it.
Oh my god.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't see. No wonder it didn't. Like,
No.
it's just.
Yeah, that's why it's forgotten about.
Yeah. Didn't know.
Yeah.
I kind of don't
Yeah.
want to know either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is deaf, guys.
Yeah.
Charles, back to you.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. My next choice is Pihu, not Piku.
Pihu.
Pihu. Yeah, which is an entirely different film. This is, I think that if you are a parent of a newborn, you should be forced to watch this film.
Oh, yeah.
Was
And
it
it-
horror based?
No.
Well, I mean, it's a horror film, but it's not.
It's not that kind of a horror.
Yeah. Again, it's a true story, and essentially, what happens without wishing to give any plot spoilers,
Yeah.
a 3-year-old child finds herself trapped in a high-rise apartment.
A 3-year-old.
3-year-old little girl. Yeah.
Is it after her mum commits suicide or something?
Yeah, we're not
like-
giving spoilers.
Oh. Sorry. And also trigger warning.
Yeah, but I mean, well, to be honest, that is in the first.
It
like,
is,
10
yeah,
minutes of
it
the film.
is, yeah, it is.
Synopsis,
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
fine.
it is in the synopsis.
So essentially, you then watch I mean, thankfully, it is by Indian standards, it's a short film. I think it's only about 90.
Yeah,
odd
it's
minutes
not
long.
too long, yeah.
And it's enough. It is more than enough. Watching a 3-year-old child navigate a high-rise apartment
Yeah.
where death is this far away all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrifying, and it's a true story.
Yeah. Trigger warning, people.
Oh
Yes.
no, okay.
Yeah.
Oh right, second one for me. Chipper. This was a hidden gem, a complete hidden gem. I saw the poster for it, and I was like, okay, that's curious. What's this little guy up to? And it is essentially the story of a little boy who's living on the streets and finds a letter one day, and he thinks it might be from his father, so he goes off on an adventure to find his father. And it is just completely understated, absolutely beautiful, possibly one of the best child performances I've ever seen. I don't know who it is, but the little guy who plays Chipper, it's like, oh, you're just brilliant. And it's just heartwarming, joyous, beautiful film.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah. As long as there's like a good ending to it.
No, I'm not telling you that.
I would love to watch it.
Heartbreak can be around the corner
Yeah.
at any
You
moment.
never know.
You never know.
Well, the next movie on my list is going to be a different variety. It's another Tamil movie, not by Kamal Haasan or Mani Ratnam. It's called Rachasan, and it's a thriller, and absolutely brilliant. I think that was it was again very different from what you usually see, and I think that had me like at the edge of the seat, and that was one of the movies that I watched in the theater as well, and it was just brilliant, magnificent. It's not like, you know, it's like your visual effects and things like that. It's not one of those movies.
Yeah.
But then it's a very, very good thriller that keeps you on the hook until the end, and you just can't guess what's going to happen. So those kind of movies are really good, because most of the times, like thrillers, you're able to kind of like guess. It's like,
Yeah,
you
gotta
get it,
piece
you
things
get it, you
together.
know what you're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
You know what you're
but
doing.
this was like up until the end, it was like, oh wow, this is so good. And I was really scared, like after I watched the movie,
Oh,
like
really?
I was really scared of like going alone anywhere, like, you know, all of that stuff.
That's a sign of a good film.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
If you take
was
it with
brilliant.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brilliant,
and if you
brilliant.
carry it with you for a while.
And it was
that's-
Vishnu
that's a
Vishal
good
who
film.
acted in the movie, and I think he's a very good underrated actor from Tamil. I think his movies are really good.
For the 25th film, I'm going with another thriller. Table number 21. Now,
This is your favourite.
well, not my favorite, but I just think it came out in the 2010s, roughly, I would
Yeah.
say. But I think for a Bollywood thriller film, which, in the last, maybe other than like Andhadhun, I haven't watched Andhadhun.
Oh, you should
But-
watch Andhadhun, is very good.
I'm trying to think, when was the last time
I mean, they're very, very different.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, but like, when was the last time I watched a good Bollywood thriller?
Yeah.
There isn't one that's like quick to my head. Like, this one was really good. Bryce Ravel as the guy in this film, you know, his look and the way, I won't spoil it, but the way they tied what they did at the ending,
Yeah.
you're like, how did you tie it into this, basically?
Yeah.
Because it does touch on a note, on a message as well. So
I mean, it is it's incredible screenwriting. Yeah, and it again, it does sort of like it's saying it keeps you on the edge of your seat, and they are on the edge of their seats.
they're on the edge of their life, pretty much.
Their lives, yeah,
it's
that's
literally
true,
a
yeah.
game.
Okay, spoiler alert. Please, I
Oh,
haven't
there's not
watched
even
the
a
movie.
spoiler, to be fair.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like a
fine.
little like,
Yeah,
because the whole thing's a game.
Yeah,
nice,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, next one for me. Oh, right, okay. I'm pretty sure people are not going to be overly happy with this choice. AK versus AK.
Is it Anil Kapoor and Anurag Kashyap?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just so original.
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't think I've seen all of it. I think I've seen little glimpses on
yeah,
Netflix and
me
stuff.
too.
But yeah.
I think like it really helps with this film if you have a little bit of understanding, particularly of Bollywood cinema. It really helps if you know who Anurag Kashyap and Anil Kapoor are.
Yeah.
Just need a little bit of history on those two, and then you have to keep in mind that Anil Kapoor is not playing a character.
Okay.
He's being
Just being himself,
Anil
right?
Kapoor. And then you watch what he goes through
Yeah.
in this film,
Yeah.
and then you find out the reasons why he's going through
Yeah.
what he's going through. And the other remarkable thing about this film is like, he'll probably be not happy with me saying this, but like Anil Kapoor is not as young as he once was, and that film was a physical challenge.
Yeah.
He basically gets his ass kicked.
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So next on my list is a very kind of like a nice drama, family drama. It's Mayaragan, and I think that was a very kind of like an unexpected movie that was like really just like touched my heart, and I think it just stayed with me like till the end. And it was so nice watching Arvind Swamy on screen. He's just absolutely lovely. Like, he has such amazing screen presence, and I had the really good fortune of watching the movie with him in the
Oh,
theater.
did you go to
Oh,
that
wow.
screening with
Yes,
him? And
I
interview?
went to
Oh,
the
awesome.
So I got invited for the screening.
Oh, I love
with
things
him,
like
which was
that. It's just-
absolutely amazing, and
Yeah.
I got to sneak a picture in with him as well.
Oh,
which was it's just
superb.
like, hi, I'm a huge fan.
See, when I went to, it wasn't Loka, was it? But
No,
the
it was the
Loka
Vanish-
cast were there.
The
Yeah,
cast,
the
yeah,
Vinny
yeah,
Srinivasan
yeah,
Yeah,
concert.
and I said to her,
yeah.
"Did you get a picture?"
She was
Yeah.
literally, Kalyani was
She was
literally
in
there.
the chair in front of him, and
Yeah.
he didn't get a picture.
Oh my god.
I can't be like,
No, I think all of those are like memories. I understand, like, even they are like, people like us. They are also like
They were.
human beings and stuff like that. But still, they are someone that you admire for their
I
craft.
should have gone to
And
it.
I think
Yeah,
it's
but
just,
I mean, like-
those are just like memories.
Yeah, you know,
Can I be
we-
in the next one as a sequel?
yeah, as a
Yes,
goblin.
Dominic Arun, if you're listening, please cast the three of us in any capacity.
Yeah.
We
I do
would be
have
more than
some-
happy.
Rest WWE training under my belt as well. So, you know.
So
That's
I
true,
think
yeah.
Mayaragan is there. It's just
Yeah.
so the entire movie is just like a conversation between like two people people, and it's really nice to see the stories of each of them, and then how their character evolves, and it's very emotional also. Like few scenes, like I was just bawling in the theater. Few of the scenes very emotional, but I think Mayaragan was
this is
definitely
where
really good.
I mean, this is what Indian cinema can do to you. I don't find it that often with Western cinema at all.
E.T.
E.T.
We got our own ET as well, right?
Yeah.
Jadoo.
Was E.T.? That was like, what, 40 years ago?
Yeah.
I've not cried for 40 years.
Yeah.
Well, the next film on the list is Feel Good.
Yes.
Bangalore Days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this film. As soon as I watched it, fell in love with it. Hilarious film. Honestly.
It is, yeah.
Like Nivan Puri, the whole trio, even Fafa in his role was perfect as well.
Yeah.
And just the ending, the background score to the ending, I think it's one that has like probably great rewatch value as well. You can just watch it whenever.
Yeah.
Proper feel good.
And they remade that in Tamil, which was
and Bollywood.
Did
Couple
they?
Yarian too. Yeah, that was.
My god, they made that in Tamil, which was I mean,
shock.
Yeah. I think we need to introduce a law. Indian industries
Remake
they need to be banned from
remaking movies. Yeah, just
I think
please just leave them.
Bollywood would be out of business right now.
Bollywood would collapse.
I feel bad for some actors then. But anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Chichori. Ah, right, Chichori. It's just a thoroughly heartwarming entertainer, this film. Basically, in a nutshell, the main character's kid attempts suicide, which is not unheard of for a college student. And he believes that he's a complete outcast. He doesn't deserve to live, doesn't deserve an education. So his dad narrates the story of his college days. And I wish I was there with them. I wanted to be their batchmate.
Oh.
It's just beautiful. It makes me a little bit teary even thinking about it. It's just, I just want to hug everybody in that film.
And the whole thing with Sushant and stuff, maybe.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to mention another film where we'll really
kind of
get into that, and we will be crying.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chichori, it's just a feel-good entertainer that will just make everybody happy.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm happy with that. Not like I just said I'm happy with that. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. You can have it on. I don't know why that came out again.
The next on my list is a Tamil movie acted by Dhanush, and it's a Mari Selvaraj movie. It's called Karnan, and that movie I think was really different. So it's basically like he's from a village where his kind of like his people they are from a lower caste, and then the villagers in that particular area, they don't treat these people like well. So it's him like kind of like revolting and kind of going against that, and just that kind of like a justice of we need to be treated equally as well. And I think that whole journey of the struggle for that justice and that equality and their rights and things like that, I think that was something that was very the way that they acted and the way that they shot the entire movie, it was very, very raw, very rustic, and it was very real, the kind of like struggles that they go through and all of that. And I think that was absolutely amazing. That movie was very, very good.
Yeah, well, if there's one thing Indian cinema can do on a world-class level, it's realism.
Yeah. Yeah. That movie was really good.
Yeah.
The next film on the list is an old school Mohanlal one, Kiridam. I think 1980s, I would like to say, around that. It was a good film. I think I had to put like old school Mohanlal film, and it's like kind of the journey that character goes through. Like, just to give context, like his dad's a policeman, and Mohanlal's character dreams to be a policeman, but what gets into the way is where that kind of is where the story is and how that affects relationships as well, which was quite good to see. And I think with like the old Mohanlal Mammootty films, old Malayalam films, they do age well. Like I just watched that
they do
last month, a couple of months ago or whatever. Yeah, probably last month, but it still worked for me. Like it was still a good film. So
and also like those are the movies that film students study like in terms of like the screenplay or the direction, I know things they study that movie, and there's so much that you can learn from, just the filmmaking perspective, which
They might
I think
describe
is,
this as like classic cinema.
I think so. Yeah. Because the entire like kind of like this, because like you said, like the story is a very simple story. There's nothing like fancy, but the way that they've taken the story, like in terms of like the screenplay, in terms of like just using the props to like visualize certain stuff. I don't want to give like too much away, but I think it's just all of that. And although it's like an old school movie, you still watch it and you're like, wow,
good. Yeah,
this
it's
is
still good.
This is like masterpiece in cinema.
Right, I wonder if this might
Okay,
be...
something is going to come very
yeah,
controversial.
It's stirring now. Stirring there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if there's one thing I can do with this list, it's controversy. But I am going with number 32 we're up to already. Right, and this is one that I really had to learn the name of. Gangubai Kathiawadi.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant movie.
And I think the main reason that I put this in my personal list is because it is just quite simply what I would describe as a powerhouse performance by Alia Bhatt.
Yeah.
If you were ever a doubter of her abilities as an actress, watch Gangubai.
Yeah.
And this film will change your mind. I think it might, I personally think it's probably... it could be a really good idea just to enter into this film completely blindly. Don't read, if you don't know anything about it, don't read what it's about. Just start watching the movie and you'll very quickly find a story that you were not expecting to unfold.
I think this was one of her best performances as well.
I think it is probably the best.
I think this and Highway, I think, would take top one for me. I think.
Highway... Yeah, okay.
Acting wise.
Okay.
Charles had to think about that.
Yeah. No, I mean, Highway, that could have made this list for sure.
Yeah.
But Gangubai.
Yeah.
That is Alia's finest
Yeah,
moment.
I think, And of course, Bansali.
And we're going to come back round to Bansali
Yes.
in a bit as well, yeah.
Yeah, well, my next movie is another Malayalam classic, The Great Indian Kitchen. I think it's just brilliantly made movie. There's no faff about it or anything. Nothing. It's just so good. It's a very, very nice movie. And I've had the good fortune of learning from Gio Baby, the director, as well, and spending time with him and understanding the movie. And he's spoken a lot about the movie and like how he made it and things like that, which is just so great. Like you just have a conversation with him. He's just like, he has so much knowledge and the whole kind of like understanding the thought process behind making a movie like The Great Indian Kitchen is just absolutely brilliant.
I think one of the things that really struck me about Great Indian Kitchen was just how incredibly well realized the characters are.
And the story.
And I think all of that as well, like is because of the director, and like he was telling all of us there that he takes time to know who his actors are as a person. Like sit and talk to them one-to-one, talk to them about their childhood, talk to them about what they like as a person, what they don't like, what their favorite music is, what their favorite food is, trying to understand who the person is.
And that's what you're watching.
And then,
it's not actors. You're watching people
correct
in these lives.
Yeah. So I think like that's what, but the movie was absolutely brilliant. Like I absolutely like loved the movie. It's just it was very good.
Satisfying ending.
Very satisfying ending.
I think it's a really good film for husbands to watch.
Or any man.
No, I think
any man.
No, I think
and woman as well.
I think
because, like,
I think like Indian families, like
the backwards ones.
I think they need to watch the movie. But also as a film lover, I think everyone needs to watch the movie to learn a lot from
Tell you what, I have never seen so much washing up in my life. And if you want to know why, you've got to watch Great Indian Kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, the next two, so number 34, 35. Do you know what? They're both Mahesh Babu films. 34 is Kaleja. Now, and then number 35 is Porkeri. Now, I think, for me, And you thought this was the Vijay one, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it was the Vijay one.
That would have not made the list because I wasn't too keen. I did on my TikTok review. I did get quite a bit of hate because I didn't like it as much as well. But okay, with Porkery, it was better. I mean, that nonsense comedy is there, but it just felt better. The plot twist. Now, if anyone's not watched it, I think the plot twist is like a big plot twist. Like you would have not guessed it. Also, the fact that it's been remade Tamil, Hindi.
Oh yeah. With your favorites.
No,
Vijay and Salman Khan.
No, Salman. Vijay, yes. And then with Kaleja, I think, it's like another peak commercial cinema. Like, that's what Telugu's for, right? Peak commercial cinema.
Commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It re-released this year as well. And I think that's Mahesh Babu's best film. Because if you compare that to his upcoming film, Varanasi, it's kind of going to be similar God role. So he's got big shoes to fill for that.
Yeah, but Varanasi is going to be good, though.
Yeah, but it's got the expectation is like it has to beat Kaleja somehow. If it doesn't, I don't know.
I think if we redo this list,
there's gonna be
my prediction is if we redo this list in a year, you'll have
It'll be
Varanasi
different,
on the
yeah.
list.
Wow, let's see. You might be.
But let's see. I might be wrong about that. Yeah.
And probably Porkery will go off.
Yeah.
I don't know. If there's better films that come in my way, come through.
If we redo this list in a year, it will be 100
really
completely different
yeah,
movies.
yeah,
That's for sure. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Right. Okay. Next. Well. Yeah. Well, first of all, it's SS Rajamouli, so I'm pretty sure
we
that
need him on this list eventually.
Yeah, if there's any Western film fans watching this, then hopefully you should know who SS Rajamouli is, and you should also know Bahubali. If you don't, then you just need to watch them. Essentially, the Bahubali films are the perfect way to dispense any myths you might have about Indian cinema. Yeah. Because it is truly, unmistakably 100% Indian, but not what you think it is. Historical stories. I don't know. I don't really want to. I don't feel as if I should say any more about Bahubali. If you are a film fan, you need to watch this film again. It's for me, like a few of these films on this list are essential.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're not just recommended; they are. Well, everything is
questionable choices, but
but Bahubali is essential.
Yeah, and I think it re-released combined. Forget 4.5 hours. It was 100% worth that whole big screen experience.
Definitely.
Like, wow.
What's the other thing you should say about it? Yeah, I mean, this is it is like the pinnacle of big screen movies,
and it was probably one of the biggest turning points if not the biggest in this whole pan-India.
Agreed.
Global.
Yeah. Agreed,
and if you get to the end of that film and you don't want to be Prabhas, then there's something wrong with you.
Yes. Next on my list is a Malayalam movie called Atom. And that movie just absolutely blew my mind. I went in with no expectations, and probably I had like nothing to watch on a Saturday night. I was like, okay, let's watch this movie. And this movie was just exceeded my expectations, like in terms of the storytelling, in terms of like the acting. And again, although all of the actors in the movie weren't like, like super famous or anything like that, and they weren't like well-known faces and things like that, but absolutely brilliant acting, absolutely brilliant story, and how they connected the entire thing. And trigger warning if anybody's going to watch this movie. But then it's a brilliantly made movie, and I think like everyone needs to watch this.
For me, with Atam, it took I would say it took maybe 3.5 hours to watch that movie, simply because I wanted to make sure I understood every single line of dialogue.
Because that's very important in that movie, right? Like you can't miss like one dialogue. Your concentration has to be there.
Yeah, if you miss one line of dialogue, then you're like, I don't really understand what's going on. So I on OTT, I just rewound it again. Did I fully understand that? Rewind it again and again and again. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's midnight and I'm still watching the same movie. But captivating. It's just
very captivating. Yeah. Agreed.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Well, I mean,
We agreed on this one,
yeah,
right?
we did. Yeah,
We kind of had
I
to say
don't
regardless.
believe that anybody would put together a 101 list and not have this film on it. And I want to make sure that my OCI status is not revoked. So, Sholay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it had to be, right? Regardless of like if you watched it or not watched it.
I mean,
or
it's like a classic.
yeah.
It's the ultimate masala movie, really. And it's
Yeah. Well,
it's the ultimate masala movie.
yeah. And
Yeah.
going on to that, I think one film, regardless of how we felt with it, which is number 39 on the list, DDLJ, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. Now, regardless of how we felt,
Yeah.
we thought it kind of has
Again,
to. It's
it's
like one of the most
same-
iconic Bollywood films.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Shah Rukh
a
Khan,
lot of
Kajol.
people
Yeah.
they do know it as well. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
like, and I think like whenever like like I travel outside of to a non-English speaking country and they ask where you're from, and when I say India, I'm
They
like,
say
oh,
D-
Shah Rukh Khan.
DDLJ.
Oh,
The generic.
yeah.
The generic
So, like, so it's
Yeah.
become like an identity
Yeah.
of us.
of
Yeah,
of
of
Indian
India.
cinema.
It's
But, yeah, it's just-
DDLJ and Sholay. If it hadn't have been a DDLJ statue, it would have been a Sholay statue. So those two definitely.
Do you
needed
think
to-
so?
No, I think there's one film that they would have put forward.
Really?
Is not on the list, is it? Or did we take it off?
Which one is that?
What are you thinking of?
K3G.
Oh,
Oh,
It would have been
No.
that. They would,
Statue?
No,
I'm
not
sure
that-
they would have
no.
found some politics or money just to be like.
oh
it
no,
would
I
have
don't think
happened.
a statue. But
yeah.
There's
Not
a
in-
lot of more people that need to get their statue
certainly not in
first.
Leicester Square, anyway.
Yes, yeah,
That'd
definitely
be
not.
awkward.
Next on my list is a Tamil movie, and it's Kandu Kondeen, and it's by this director called Rajiv Menon, and he's not made a lot of movies, but then he's a really good director, and the casting is amazing. You have Mamuka, you have Aishwarya Rai, you have Ajit, you have Tabu. Is brilliant, brilliant movie, and it's kind of like a loose adaptation of Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen.
Ah, nice. Okay,
It's lovely, and A.R. Rahman's music. It's just oh my god! It's such a lovely, heartwarming movie, and it's just absolutely brilliant. The music is so good, and it's also like very close to my heart because Tabu's name in that movie is Sowmya.
Oh,
And Ajit's
nice,
name,
okay.
who her on-screen pair
No
is,
way.
his name is Mano, which is my husband's
way.
name. So it's just,
Based on true.
Oh, wow.
but yeah. So I mean, like, yeah. I mean, it's just a very kind of like you just see like the way that they act and things like that. It's just a very different combination. Like you wouldn't expect Aishwarya Rai to be paired opposite Mamuka, right?
Well,
but then it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. It absolutely worked. So I think it's just yeah. And Aishwarya Rai was in her peak at that time, so she's just brilliant on screen.
Yeah.
Like, you just keep looking at her the entire day. I think.
Okay. Oh, she's
Yeah.
so beautiful.
It's so beautiful. Yeah.
The best Indian comedy from any of the industries. Perusu.
What
Perusu.
language was
It's
that?
Tamil. It's a Tamil movie. Perusu. And again, you don't have like a big star cast or anything like that.
Nobody. No, there's the one lady in it I have seen in another film. There was like a murder whodunit in a hotel, which I almost put on the list instead of Perusu. But no, Perusu made this list for me simply because it was the most unexpected film I've ever seen.
yeah.
It's-
Agreed.
This is another one where you just have to enter into it blindly, as I did. And the reveal for the movie comes in like the first 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
You will not be expecting it.
Yeah.
Not a chance will you be expecting.
It's
what
an
happens in this
adult
movie.
comedy movie, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's it was actually so. Please do not watch it with kids.
Well,
Yeah.
They will get traumatized.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, they're going to ask you questions that you don't want to answer.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think the next film, this is the only one. Not the only one. This you have to watch with kids.
Oh, okay.
Now,
It's like the
for
opposite
me,
of,
the reason
Perusu.
why I'm putting this on this was like core childhood memory. I can rewatch this film whenever it's on TV. Like, it started bump. I think it's one. No, but it's underrated as well. It's such an underrated Bollywood movie.
No, it's not.
But what? I don't know. I just maybe because there's like two kids, the parents. It was like, and I watched that when it first came out.
Yeah.
It's like that perfect family film you could watch.
Yeah, no, I get
That's
what
why
you mean.
I was
get
like,
what you mean.
I just thought let's put it in the list from now on.
I think for me it's mainly because it's Saif Ali Khan in the movie. And
Oh, he's underrated.
You are on your own with this one.
Like if you watch Kurban as well, I watched that a while ago. Yeah. All right. Do you want to say the next film?
Well, I'm going back to my favorites. Again, it's Kamal Haasan and Sivaji Ganeshan. It's called Devar Magan. And this movie is absolute brilliance. And so this movie is like basically, don't know if either of you have watched the movie.
No, this is
very
a
good,
normal for
very
me.
good acting. And Sivaji Ganeshan, I think he's like the OG kind of like superstar of Tamil cinema.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's brilliant. So they play like father and son. So it's kind of like the dynamics between like father and son.
Yeah.
And Sivaji Ganeshan, he was like kind of like the panchayat leader kind of thing, like the leader of their village thing, and he's like very attached to his village and his roots and all of that stuff. And then Kamal Haasan, he goes outside to study and things like that, so he comes very modern and all English and is like, oh, I eat only McDonald's and kind of
Right.
that kind of a thing. And then
Okay.
so when he comes to visit his father, he comes with his girlfriend, and that becomes like a culture shock to people. And then after, like, I don't want to get into a lot of details, but then his father dies, and then so he's like pushed into taking the place of his father, and then he gets to know all of the things that his father has done and all of that, and then there is like this rivalry within the community and all of that stuff, and then how that comes. It's a very, very nice movie, and again, like all of the songs in the movie as well, it's very good. Brilliant movie.
Yeah.
Well, Charles, you're up next.
Well, I mean, me and you, we might have
mentioned
spoken
this,
about this
yeah.
film once or twice before. Jallikattu.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant movie.
And I think there's two ways that you can approach this movie, and I've kind of done it both ways. So the first way is just to watch what happens and leave it at that, and not a great deal really happens in this film.
No.
Essentially, the story is a bull escapes from the village butcher, and the villagers have to catch the bull. And you can just watch the film as that, and just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Then you can sort of like dip into the meaning
But
behind the
Behind
film.
it,
Yeah. And how it ends as well.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, the climax
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Then it's like, okay,
brilliant.
Yeah.
interesting. Like, yeah.
The climax of that film is like imprinted in my brain now, and like I'll just be like gazing out of the window, and I will just see that scene.
Yeah.
Mind blowing. It's also really short.
Yeah, it's 90 minutes, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah,
That's short.
it's like 90 minutes.
It's really short, but it
Don't
feels
watch-
like
yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
longer.
Skip the football game.
Yeah. So I mean, if you don't think that watching men chase a bull is going to be of any interest to you, you need to watch this
the
movie.
Yeah.
And you will be like, right, I will watch anything now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just absolutely superb. I would actually say that we will come to my ultimate Indian film soon.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Jallikattu is my number 2 film.
Oh,
Okay.
lovely.
Ever.
I know what that ultimate.
Yeah, and if
film
you know what it is, if you've been following us for a bit, if you know what it is, comment. Let's see if anyone's been, And what's the next film, Charles?
Oh, is the next one me as well? Ah, right, okay.
Double.
Well, I mean, like, one of the genres that I grew up on from a very, very early age was horror, and specifically zombie movies. That was just what I absolutely adored. And although there have been various attempts at a Indian zombie film, There is actually one that was done by a couple of Australian brothers, which was really good, but it's Australian directors, so couldn't really make the list. So what is on the list is Go, Go, Gone, because it was genuinely funny. It had proper gore, proper zombies, and it is just a brilliant waste of time. Every time me and Rohan meet, I say to him,
always...
where is Go, Go, Gone 2?
Yeah, that's it. Where's the sequel?
Where the hell is the sequel? Bring it on.
Well, the next film is the first Marathi film on the list, actually. Jogwa. Now, all I will say about this film is the story is basically, it's a love story, but a man becomes a woman, but he falls in love with a woman. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
So...
Interesting.
I can see trouble ahead.
Yeah.
Very interesting storyline.
That's why I've put it on the list, because it is very interesting. There's one song in there which is like amazing as well. So like the acting, the performance, yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
Lovely. The next on my list is another Mari Selvaraj movie. It's called Parerum Perumal. And this is also kind of like social, kind of like a message, and how a person from a lower caste kind of like setting survives in a place where he is the minority and he is being like, pushed off or cast aside, or things like that, and targeted and bullied and all of that stuff in a university college kind of like setting.
Okay.
And how he develops this friendship with a girl who is from the upper caste, and how their kind of like friendship is tested, their relationship, and then the kind of the all of the cultural elements as well of that particular place, and how that grows, and then how the climax, how it builds up to the climax, which is like really nice. And I think that has also been remade in Hindi.
Yeah, this year
oh
it did.
my god.
But I was just about to say, there are a lot of films on that very theme.
Yeah.
So this must be stand out. I'm
It
guessing,
definitely-
because there's just of that you could like narrow that genre right down.
Yeah.
And you'll still find like, God, I don't know, 50
And-
films.
Yeah, no, I know. But also the thing is, even though there are a lot of people who do it, there are very few directors who actually can touch that nerve and hit right at the spot. And I think Mari Selvaraj is one of them who is absolutely brilliant as a movie maker, as a storyteller. He's very good with all of this, because he's lived it. So it's a lot of lived
can reflect that
experience
on
as
the
well.
screen,
Yeah. So when they make such movies and then you remake it into Hindi,
and you just add the name of a popular film and make it
exactly. And then I don't know. It's just like, why would you do this?
Oh, you're not going to. Well, he's my favourite.
Oh,
go
Ranbir
ahead.
Kapoor. I mean, there were a few Ranbir titles that I could have picked, but I went with Barfi
yeah. Barfi is good.
for a couple of reasons. Firstly, Priyanka.
Oh, brilliant.
I mean, again, don't find out too much about this film before watching it.
Yeah.
But then when you see Priyanka's performance, I genuinely asked my wife, "Is she?" And she, no, not at all. Oh, right, okay.
She's Miss World.
She's married to Nick Jonas, hey?
Yeah.
That's exactly what she is. Yeah, she is not how she comes across in Barfi.
Nick
that's
Jonas
for
is
sure.
married to her.
All right.
But the other reason I'm recommending this film is for the very criticism that is levelled at it,
Yeah.
which is, Ranbir is just doing a Charlie Chaplin impression.
No. It was very difficult to do what he did in the movie.
Exactly,
It's
yeah.
very it's very difficult to even act as Charlie Chaplin. But why do people think it's so easy? It's like, you're just
Yeah.
doing it. I mean, do you know how difficult that is?
And then you
But-
watch the actual movie and you realise that it is possibly the most sincerest, most
Yeah.
beautiful tribute to
Agreed.
Charlie Chaplin that
Agreed,
you could
agreed.
possibly
There are so many emotional
Imagine.
layers in the movie,
Yeah.
and it's just like every time you watch the movie, you just like it's like, oh, I missed this.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Sometimes I just want a film to make me happy.
Yeah, yeah.
And Barfi makes you
Yeah,
happy.
it does. It does.
Even
it's
when
so,
you
it's
find
so
out.
like whole heart, like just the ending is so heartwarming. No,
But even right at the very beginning, when you find out why his name is Barfi,
Barfi,
it's just, that is just so beautiful.
But
Oh.
isn't that the point of Indian cinema? You want to be happy, you want to be entertained. That's
Yeah.
like the two main things, right? That's why all commercial films
Yeah.
do well.
no, it's like after you watch a movie, also
Yeah.
it needs to be like,
Like
okay,
you want to feel it.
Yeah.
I've watched a movie, you know,
Yeah.
rather than being
Yeah.
like, okay, it's just a 2 hours of
Time
3
pass.
hours
Yeah.
of waste of my time.
Well,
Yeah,
The
but
next-
a blissful
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
as well.
The
yeah.
next film is a superhero film.
Mm-hmm.
The best superhero film, in my opinion.
Ever.
Not ever. You know, Avengers, Infinity War, and that might. But Minul Mulli is like had to go on the list. Like, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, somebody didn't want it on
Yeah,
the
so
list.
yeah,
That's me.
But I think for me, it was the fact that they set up the hero and villain in the same way, and the path they both lead. That was done well. Yeah, it was just a fun film. Like superhero, Trevino Thomas in that role, costume. We actually got a costume and everything.
Okay, maybe I'll give the movie another try, and
I liked
I
it a
will
lot.
try and watch that movie yet again and try and complete it.
For me, it was all about one little moment in that film where he kicks a bottle of water and he goes, just lands on the desk. And you're like, okay, what's this then? And from that point onwards, I was like, yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
movie.
it was a good
Yeah.
superhero film.
Yeah.
Now, the last film for part 1, the 50th film. Charles? Goes.
Oh my word, right. If there is one thing that Indian cinema does better than any world industry, it's the true story.
Yeah,
And
agreed.
12th Fail is... there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just,
It might help a little bit if you understood a little bit about the education system
in India.
within
Yeah.
India.
Yeah.
And just how unbelievably different it is to Western education systems. When you understand about the struggle of getting through whatever area of education you might have been forced into by your parents or whatever it is, then you will relate so closely with the struggle that what's his name?
Vikrant Massey.
Vikrant Massey. God, I went out of my mind there. You'll relate so closely to the struggle that he goes through
And
in
he's
this
a
movie.
very good actor as well.
Oh, yeah.
He's brilliant.
Yeah. Who walked away from cinema for like a couple
Yeah,
of months and then
exactly.
came back again.
Yeah.
You didn't really go
Yeah.
anywhere. I think possibly one of the most joyous endings to any film that I've ever seen.
Agreed.
Well, that's the first 50 films out of 101. So make sure to come back for part 2 where we'll finish the list.